What about I know you're just friends, but how is our friend Alex Radcliffe, who was also on our show, who we love dearly?
Oh, Alex is awesome. Love Alex. Like we're still obviously really good friends. He is a lot younger than me, so that's it plays a part a little bit. I always joke about being like a self-proclaimed cougar with Alex. But yeah, no, he's great. We've stayed in contact. We're still great friends. I know that he's just got all the babes out there lining up after him. And yeah.
Well, and you have a boyfriend now yourself.
Oh, well, I'm seeing someone, yeah. So we'll
Seeing
have to
someone.
see how that goes.
Is this person someone that we know?
No, it's not. No. And I think that he's really trying to adjust to this whole like my whole Bravo lifestyle because he's always like, "Oh, I just don't get it. Like I don't get it." And I'm like, "Okay, just relax. Like it's a different world."
Did he know, like, what does he know before, like, what Below Deck was, what Bravo, what Housewives are? Did he know? And he's a straight man, so I'm not so sure he knows all of that.
Well, I've tried to convince him to watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with me with the upcoming season. And he is like, there is no way. And I was like, one episode, I promise you'll be hooked. Anyway, he's like, no way. But I kind of had all the crew watching Below Deck Med season 5 as it was airing because he was part of the crew. But he found it really hard to watch after mine and Alex's first kiss. He was like, I just can't watch this anymore. I'm like, you're being ridiculous. Like, this has already happened. But yeah, he wouldn't watch it after that.
Does Alex approve of this man?
Yes and no. I think he's got mixed feelings, but I think they haven't met, so
But he's a fellow yachty.
he's a fellow yachty.
That I could see that working, perhaps.
I mean, it's fun, and I think it's just kind of what happens in this industry, right? It's who you with.
When you go out, like, I mean, like, are you recognized? Like, I mean, because I didn't know, I mean, I know like how it is. I don't know how it is like in the Bahamas, or I know like in South Africa, it's a whole different thing, Joao said, but like where you are now.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know what if Joao is saying that like does he not get recognized in South
He
Africa?
said he doesn't really get like when he came to New York for like BravoCon and just like, do you watch what happens? He couldn't believe that, like, oh my God, I'm like a rock star. And he said, like, in South Africa, it's not really like that. Like, it's a little bit when there's tourists or something, but he said it's different over there.
I mean, I think also like now they've just aired season 5 in South Africa. So like I've, heard from so many South Africans. So I'm interested to see what that will be like when I go back. Because they see, it's just South Africa is very far behind. They just basically got introduced to Below Deck from season 1 to season 5.
Wow.
So they are very behind. And I think kind of, yeah, it could change a bit. But in the Bahamas, there's a lot of American tourists that are at the Atlantis. So they come and holiday here and stuff. So I've had a lot of people recognize me. It's been quite crazy.
Does your boyfriend say, oh my God, you have to stop and take another picture? Like, what's going on?
I thought he would, but he's actually been a good sport about it. And then like he kind of he outed me the other day when we are in Florida. He was like, "Oh, this is Bugsy from Below Deck," and I was like, "I had glasses and a mask on and whatever." And then this person would not leave me alone, and he was like, "I'm really sorry, I did that. I just did it as a joke," and it ended up being so crazy.
Is he like, okay, we're not going to do that again?
Yeah,